good discussion to have right now. And we have from the Village School, she's a college counselor over there. It is Bridget. And Bridget, is it Adiukwu?
Yes, correct.
Okay, great. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. How are you doing, Bridget?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. I love all those college flags behind you. Yeah, I know. Let me ask you some questions. What advice do you have for high school students and their families to, really manage the stress and anxiety that often comes during this college acceptance season?
Mainly be patient with yourself. The college process has changed a lot from when I applied, and Nick, probably when you applied, because you talked about receiving letters, which do now come on the email, not just in the mail typically anymore. But take your time. There are plenty of colleges, and there is an option out there for you. If you like a small college, if you want a large college, if you want to study something in engineering, if you want to major in art history, there's a school out there for you. It just may take a little time to find it.
Yeah, I remember it was back in the day when you got a big, thick packet, it was good news. When you got this small little letter, you got this small envelope, you knew it was bad news. And so I'm sure times have definitely changed. What, if you get one of those letters, maybe that doesn't go your way, and you had your hopes and dreams in that college, what advice do you have for both the student that's dealing with that and then also maybe for parents on how to handle that situation?
Yeah, so here at Village, we have a wonderful team. We also have a great social emotional counselor that's on our staff. So really supporting students to know that they will end up where they are. They are okay to feel those emotions immediately, right? I remember my first rejection letter. I remember my first wait list, which was really an awkward situation to try and navigate with my family. But understanding your student will end up wherever they should be to hopefully still achieve those career goals or whatever goals they've set for themselves. But they will receive other yeses, right? And I normally reassure students they end up where they are supposed to. They will find their people at that institution. That's what's going to matter the most.
And one thing that I know students are not only dealing with this situation, but also FAFSA, right? And the financial aid process. And there's been a little bit of scrutiny about this situation. And I know that you probably know this pretty well. If you could tell us exactly some of the FAFSA issues that you're dealing and seeing with right now.
Yes, I'm not sure how much time you have, Nick. I could probably tell a whole segment about this. But honestly, there has been a new FAFSA that was rolled out with the hope that it is going to ease a lot of the back and forth that happened with the IRS and with universities. But there have definitely been some challenges we are seeing nationwide. Even in our state of Texas, where FAFSA is a graduation requirement for most of our public school students. I'm asking everyone to show each other a little grace during this time. We've noticed that there are some enrollment deadlines from universities are being changed for the fact that they will be receiving information late. If you are a student or a family waiting on a financial aid package, those may be coming a little bit later than they usually are. I think we are all dealing with this on the K through 12 side. For other people who are working at nonprofits, also supporting students, we need to show each other a little grace during this time. But I'm hoping we'll still get it together, that students will receive their aid and be able to afford the institutions that they'd like to attend.
And let me ask you, moving forward, for people that are just starting this process or maybe going to be going through this process, what's some advice that you have so that way maybe they can boost their chances so that way they get that acceptance letter versus the rejection letter that may come via email nowadays?
Yeah, so there's, I think, multiple steps, but to keep it quick, really get to know yourself, know what you like, what you don't like. Do you, those fit factors, as we refer to them, of what you want out of your education, what class sizes you would like, and make sure that matches the school that you want to go to. Sometimes our ideal university in our head is not actually the best fit for what we want out of our education. And then be involved. if you are involved in your place of worship, if you are babysitting, if you are working, if you are an athlete, if you really like robotics, maybe you're a beautiful dancer, whatever it is that you enjoy, spend time with that, because colleges want to see well-rounded students, students that have passions, and those can be different for each person, but making sure you're taking time to get involved. I would encourage students to try and get on a campus. And if not, one of the things that happened after COVID is there's some great virtual tour opportunities. So matching what you want with what institutions also want is going to be the best way to receive a favorable decision.
And we are talking again to Bridget Adiukwu of the Village School, who is a college counselor there. And Bridget, before I let you go, we got your website pulled up here. Is there information there on your website that people can go and read and maybe learn some more stuff even beyond what we're able to talk about?
Yes, if you go to the Village website for college counseling, you'll have to probably click a couple of things to get to us on the page, but you'll see some of the things that we really focus and try and build out in our comprehensive college counseling program for our students. We do start early with engaging with our students in ninth grade, encouraging them to get involved in clubs, and like I said, seeing what they like and don't like. And you'll find information for college visits on there as well. We like to host indie colleges if they're coming to the Houston area. So I encourage students, like I said, to go ahead and get involved. And you'll find more information definitely about Village on there and how our process works for students.
Bridget, I remember talking to my high school college counselor years ago. Is it, important for the students to have those conversations? Should parents hang back? What do you like to hear from as a college counselor?
I've noticed when students are younger, it's normally students and families. I encourage families, when your student is a junior, senior, try and loosen up the reins just a little bit, so we can hear from them, because they're going to be the ones attending those universities. But I do believe it is a full circle moment. It does take additional support besides just students. So families or anyone else that might support those students, we do encourage them to, of course, be engaged as well and also learn. I know when I explain this to my parents now, their process was completely different from my process, and will be different from my son's process when that time comes as well. So if we're all engaged, we get to learn more, and I think better support students to their goals.
All right, Bridget Adiukwu, thank you so much. I really had a great conversation about this. Took me back 20 plus years from when I was going through this process. So again, people have more information or want more information, just look up the Village School and you can navigate that way. Bridget, thank you so much. I really appreciate the time this morning.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you. All right, we are continuing to monitor